So, as Chet said, I'm Taylor Chadwell, for those of you who don't know me. And I want to start out tonight by saying how great this summer has been, because this summer has been so awesome. Like today, I was just thinking to myself, and I was going back to the very beginning of the summer, and I thought about work camp, and I thought about how many lives we touched by painting people's houses and stuff like that. Stuff like that. And then I thought about camp, and I thought about how we built relationships with the people in our class and the people we stayed with in cabins, and then a million people were baptized during camp, so that was pretty awesome. And then it was really cool to go to Houston again this year on a time trip. And it was really encouraging to see those kids again. And then it's also been encouraging to hear all the stories about Belize and Atlanta. And then I'm sure there's some pretty awesome stories about Berryville today. Interesting to hear about William. And so, as awesome as this summer has been, it's really sad to find out, school is just around the corner. I'm kind of depressed about that, school's about to happen. And after an awesome summer like this, and we enter a school year, I always think about how I'm going to respond, or how this youth group will respond, We have these great things that happen this summer, but it's going to go to use if we don't put it into practice in the school year. We have to take that leap of faith. We have to change how we're going to act in the school year each year to reflect some of this to the kids that didn't get this summer. And I usually have different responses but the response that I really want to have this year is to bless other people's lives, to change people's lives, like Jesus' disciples. And before I talk about the ways that this youth group and how we can do this, I think there's some things that we have to start off before we do that. And one of them is being 100% committed to God. That's usually a pretty big struggle for me going into the school year. I'm committed to Him, and I'm ready to do some of His work, but I don't commit all the way. I still leave that little bit part out for me. So I'm a little selfish there for myself. But if we commit 100%, we can change our school so much better. And a song that really that's impacted my life about committing all the way is this song by Third Day, and it's called "Take It All." Take It Off. Yeah, Take It Off. Take It Off. And I'm gonna read you a couple of lyrics. I was gonna sing them, but probably not quite that well. Give me a beat. So here's the lyrics. It's take it all, 'cause I can't take it any longer. With all I have, I can't make it on my own. Take the first, take the last, take the good and take the rest. Here I am, all I have, take it all. And that's basically what I think. We have to give it all because we can't do it on our own. Every single time I try to do it on my own, it never works out. But if we have God, and we're committed to Him, it's going to work out. And then another thing I think we have to change is our mindset going into the school year. And the mindset that I would really like to have, and I think this youth group could have, is Romans 8:31. And I think most of you have heard this verse, but it's, "What then shall we say in response to this? If God is for us, who can be against us?" That verse kind of speaks for itself. Who can be against us if we have God? That no one can be against us. That's the answer, if you're looking for it. No one can be against us. If we come into school with that mindset, we won't be afraid of telling our friends anything, because, we got God. And that's just a good feeling.